Hello everyone, I'm Ramya I'm a performance storyteller, a story coach, and an artist. So, of course, to make our storytelling a lot more interactive and alive, the storytellers had to keep on, upgrading to the changing times. So, today I'm just going to take you on a small tour of how we can make changes in our virtual backgrounds to make our story very interactive. As a storyteller, I have I use a lot of virtual backgrounds for my story. For example, when I am dressed as a king and I want a throne, so here I am. I'll have a throne that will appear for me in the virtual background, and probably a small crown and a stone that I change, and I can make the entire ambience come alive for me. I have also used it with children when I have to pet a cow, when I have to talk to certain characters in my story with my virtual background assisting me. I think recently also when I did a story for Feast where it was about the bamboo princess and how beautiful the princess was, her beauty, her looks, which all came alive through the different changing screens in my virtual background. It's very interesting. Sometimes I've even tried out things like this, and I can even disappear and make it more fun and interesting and magic come alive for children. So, here are few tips that are extremely important. The first and foremost being a I am going to just give you an example of how it works on Zoom. And having a plain green screen makes it a lot easier. It makes your virtual backgrounds extremely stable. So now I'm just going to take you through this journey of choosing a virtual, an image from, and how we can upload the image to your virtual background screen, and how we can change, for example, if I'm looking for a bamboo forest and I look for images, I choose the image that suits me to my story. So, for example, I choose this image. I'm going to first save the image on my computer. So, I'm going to save this image, come back to my Zoom screen. And from the video option, I'll choose virtual background, and here are your options. So you can go to add image. Once you go to add image, you can go to the desktop where you have saved your image, and immediately that image appears for you on your screen. As once you choose 4 or 5 images for your story, I personally choose, if you notice here, something like a drawing for my stories, but again it's your choice what images you want. Once you've chosen the images, you can keep them uploaded on the virtual background and filters screen on Zoom. So once your images are ready, you can keep them on this palette here on this virtual Zoom backgrounds. And what's extremely important as a storyteller is to practice with your images. For example, where you need to be sitting. For an image like this, I need to be at the center. So I need to practice the placement of the images. So if I'm going to change to the next one, where do I want to position myself according to the story? For images like this, it really helps where you know which side is the image. So you can even do things like this where it looks like I'm petting the animal for the audience, and children love this.
Howdy, folks. So you're probably wondering how Ramya really did this amazing virtual background, almost like Kamishibaito. Now, I know by now most of you storytellers would know how to set a virtual background, but just how did she do it so quickly? So here we go. Let me tell you my secret. As you can see, the stop video button is down here. Yep, over here. And then I click on the tiny arrow mark and open Choose Virtual Backgrounds. Now I'm going to tell you the story of the crow today. So I've already set up my backgrounds over here. And I click on the first virtual background. Now the trick is, okay, first, like Ramya did tell us, I move myself to an empty part of the screen, or the white part of the screen, to tell the story. But what Ramya didn't tell you was, I never, ever close this tiny window, the virtual background window. So imagine I'm telling the story. Once upon a time, there lived a crow in a cemetery. And he searched high and low. But he couldn't find any water to drink. Now, of course, the crow decided to fly around the whole town and countryside and village side, but still the crow didn't find any water. Suddenly, he had an idea. He gathered some pebbles, and pretty soon he started to drop the pebbles into the water. Oh, this is the worst recording now.
Go ahead, enjoy, explore different ways of making your stories more interactive and fun. And so I'm sure once everything opens up, as storytellers, we'll be happy to be with our live audience, getting live feedback from them. But I think the virtual storytelling is also here to stay because it's open to stage globally. You can understand the cultures of the entire, it's the globe is your stage where you can get a lot of interaction stories from everywhere now. So it's a long and a learning journey. So thank you very much. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.